All right, guys, Elegoo sent me this awesome Arduino Uno starter kit. It's called the Most Complete Starter Kit, the Uno R3 project. Super cool that they were able to send this to me to check out. And it's actually like reinvigorated myself into getting into Arduino programming again. And you'll find that there is a whole new playlist that shall follow this video on Arduino programming. So I'm hoping to do at least 50 different videos following this. Just basically going through every different component in this starter kit. There will be a link below for a discount, most likely, or at least a link to purchase this unit. So let's walk through every one of the components that are in here, because there's just a disgusting amount of components in here. It's going to keep you busy for months. Like, I've already been starting this, and I've been busy for at least a month, and I'm only halfway through the components. The beauty of this kit, if you are a teacher, is that it provides you with all of the components. So it provides you with a picture of every different component in the entire unit. You can see that I've put some little cheat sheet notes here on each of the components. But if you're a teacher, this is phenomenal because everything is organized nicely. And then you've got a component list that tells the students exactly what you're looking at. Okay, so let me just keep my cheat sheet beside me, and then we'll start with this guy right here. The CD comes with the PDFs, and the PDFs are phenomenal, actually. There's a really good instructional manual, and it gives you diagrams for all the connections. All the code is in there. Then they have additional code that they've provided you, and then for every different component there is a library for each component. So everything you need is here. If you don't have a CD unit, then don't worry about it. You can download the all of these guys online as well. There's a link that's right there. So, but these are great. It provides really good, awesome manual, guys. Elegoo, phenomenal manual. Like, blows my manuals away. So I'm going to steal all of your stuff for my classes. Okay, so let's start off with what? Let's start off with the actual Uno, right? So Arduino is open source, and so they provide the all the components and everything for their Uno. If I can get this open, maybe I'll have to get some scissors here. Oh, that's a little bit tight to get open. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get some scissors. Yeah. Okay, so they have their own Uno, but the build is really good. Like, it looks exactly like the Arduino Uno. So it has the exact same components. Everything is exactly the same as you'd find on the Arduino Uno. Okay, so, and I've used this for like at least a month, and I haven't blown it up yet. So every component is good so far. Okay, so that's our Arduino Uno. I'm going to try and get through this unboxing in 5 minutes because ain't nobody got time for a long unboxing video. What else do we have? We have a disgusting amount of resistors of different values. So you're going to have your current limiting resistors for your LEDs. You're also going to have resistors for your pull up and pull down components there. So all kinds of resistors for every different project that you're going to do. Okay, what else have we got? Obviously, it's got the USB connector to go from the Uno to your computer. And all you have to do, I'll show you in the next video, all you have to do is just basically download the Arduino IDE, connect up your Arduino, and you're ready to rock. Okay, there is a crazy amount of male-to-male connectors here of various sizes. I found that some of these broke, but I think that was mostly because like broke and that the tips started to break off. But that was just because I was like moving it between different parts and probably bending the unit back and forth. But aside from that, there is a boatload of connections here that you can make use of. So if you do have some of them that break, then you got lots more to make use of. Okay, so lots of male to male. There are male to female connectors. So some of the components will have to make use of this ribbon cable, like the stepper motor and stepper motor driver. Okay, so that comes with it as well. There is a 9-volt battery to power up some of your projects, but you will find that this battery will most likely die very fast, especially if you're using the stepper motor with this guy. Then this guy is going to smoke in about 30 seconds. I found that I could do like 4 different projects with the stepper motor and the battery, and then the battery was dead. So the beauty of this kit is that it comes with a connector that you can tie into the Arduino. So this is most likely a 9-volt power supply that you can plug in. Make sure that that when you purchase the kit, you're purchasing the right adapter, right? So I'm in North America, so I've got the North American adapter. So make sure if you're in Europe, you get the appropriate adapter there. But this will take the place of the battery. So the battery is cool for like LEDs and stuff like that, but if you do any more than the LEDs, you're going to smoke the battery very quickly. So you're going to make use of the power supply for any of your motor controls. Okay, this is awesome because you can do all the motor controls for hours and not have to worry about anything. Okay, what else have we got? In addition to that power supply that I just showed you, there is a power supply module here that you can feed with this unit right here. I believe you can also feed it through the USB, and this unit will then connect into your breadboard. Breadboard is most likely, oh, there it is right here. So this guy is going to go into your breadboard, and it's going to provide you with 2 different voltages from that power source. So you can take it off the protective covering there and drop it onto your breadboard here, just like so. And then once you connect up your wall wart to this unit, then you're going to get 2 different voltages. You're going to get 3.3 volts here if you have the jumper. Focus. And you're also going to get 5 volts down here as well. So for most of the motor control projects, you're not going to be able to have the motor coming right off the Arduino because you will smoke that board. So you will have the Arduino sending the control signal, and then this power supply will power up either the 3.3 or the 5 volts, and you'll use that voltage in order to power up either the DC motor or the stepper motor projects. Okay, and this is awesome because it just powers the whole rail up there, and I've got it backwards, but the polarity matches with the actual breadboard there. Okay, this breadboard is awesome. I've had other kits where the breadboard is disintegrated in just a couple of weeks, but the connections on each of the ports here are very tight and remain tight for like a month afterwards. So kudos to Elegoo for solid components. I have not had an issue on any of the components so far. Okay, so what else have we got? We have got a keypad that we can use for locks. This one also has the infrared as well, so we can make use of that. There is an LCD display. So this, and the beauty of this LCD display is that everything's already soldered on, and I believe all the components are already soldered on each of the different units. So there's no soldering required. Everything's there. The pin headers are already ready to rock. The only thing, like for Elegoo, if you're actually watching this video, I would go with the I2C module rather than this bad boy with all the different components. The I2C, you can get away with just a couple connections to the Arduino and would really open up your pins on the Arduino for a number of projects. But you have a 16 by 2 LCD screen that you can make use of for all of your projects. Okay, beautiful. There is a water level sensor here as well. There's a number of motors in here as well. So there is a servo motor, so the micro servo SG90, that is basically your go-to servo in each of these starter projects. Nothing with like a disgusting amount of power, but mint for learning how to control a servo. Once you learn the basics on this guy, then you can purchase a much larger servo for your pet projects. Aside from the servo, we have the stepper motor, which we mentioned before. Okay, the stepper motor has a driver, which we will find in... Yeah, there's the stepper motor driver right here. So you take this guy out. And again, I will have some videos, or I'm sure you will find some decent videos on YouTube to walk you through this. I'm not the only one that has gotten any Lego kit in the mail here. But this guy just connects up to here, and then this stepper motor driver controls this motor right here. And again, you're going to have to make use of this power supply to make all the components work and not smoke your Arduino. Okay, so stepper motor, servo motor, and a DC motor as well. So in here we will have a DC motor. I'm getting close to my 5 minutes. I got to start talking faster. Okay, DC motor will smoke your Arduino, so make sure that you make use of that power supply. I have not had an issue with this guy so far, in that I'm just unboxing it. On another kit that I will show you in the next video, this came undone. And again, that's because I use and abuse my components. And so this solder connection came off on the DC motor. So you may want to purchase a soldering kit in addition to this unit if you use and abuse your components as much as I do. The beauty of this kit, though, is that there's adequate space for all the components. In the other kit, there just wasn't enough space, so I was like jamming everything in, and I'm sure that that's what happened. Something got pushed up against it. Okay, what else do we have? We have a keypad for a security system if you wanted to make use of that. Okay, we have a 5-volt relay, and the beauty of this kit, focus, my friend. The beauty of this kit is that all the PDFs are there as well. So like for this relay, there is a cut sheet for it, and then they already have their manual and everything to give you some programs to make use of this this relay. But if you're wondering how to connect everything up, there is a cut sheet on every different component. Okay, there is a joystick control. So maybe you want to make use of the joystick control for either the servo project. So this guy just goes on to there, and then you can control the joystick. The joystick also comes with an integral switch as well. So if you press the joystick, then you can have an on-off component to it as well. So you can make use of the joystick for maybe your motor control projects, right? So make use of this guy. In addition to that, if you're building up to doing some robotics, then you have the ultrasonic sensors. So this is the staple in all of the Arduino kits, the HC-SR04. Again, there's a cut sheet on this guy to tell you how to connect up these 4 different pins on the back and how to make use of the ultrasonic sensor in your projects. So you can make use of this guy with your motor controls, right? And then you can build up all the different components on an actual robot that you can make. They can't make a robot out of this kit, but you have all the components that you're learning the basics on so that eventually you could build a robot. Okay, what else have we got in here? Looks like we have a potentiometer. So if we're controlling the LEDs and we're trying to dim some of the LEDs, we can make use of this pot here. It's got quite a bit of travel there. Or maybe this is the encoder. Hang on. This may not be the pot. Hang on 2 seconds. Maybe this is the encoder. Yes, this is the rotary encoder module. I was going to say that had quite a bit of play for a pot. So that is the rotary encoder module there. Okay. And then what is this bad boy right here? Look at our cheat sheet here. I have no idea what this bad boy is. Not actually sure what that is. We'll give me a few seconds and then we'll get through all the components. Then we'll look at the cheat sheet and we'll find out what this bad boy actually is. Okay. Let's see. We've got a sound sensor module as well. Very cool. Okay. What is this guy right here? Is this the real-time clock? This is the DS1307 module. Yeah, this is the real-time clock module. Okay. What else? Oh, very cool. Okay, there's a PIR motion sensor. So this guy is your motion sensor that you can make use of as well. Very cool. So like, look at the disgusting amount of components. I've got an entire pile of components over to the side here as we go through. I believe there's over 200 components that we are looking at here. There is a 7-segment display and a 4-digit 7-segment display. There we go. Okay, so once you have gotten into the LEDs and everything, and your the shift register as well, we're going to have to look at. So we've got 7-segment displays of various sizes as well. There should be a shift register that we'll get to in a minute. Let's look at this guy before that. This one is the humidity and temperature sensor. So this is the DHT11. And if you're looking at doing something like Node Red, so you finish off everything in the unit, you've got a good handle on Arduinos, then you're moving on to Node Red. This is your like first step into Node Red to kind of look at temperature and humidity. Okay, what else have we got? This guy is the ITG MPU. What is that guy? Nope, I'm totally wrong. That one is the GY521. This one is the gyroscope and an accelerometer. That's really cool. So you can make use of that with your motor control projects as well. Okay, this is just a gorgeous thing that goes on the back end of the DC motor, just a fan, so you can keep track of your speed. Okay, oh, very cool. Where do I start? Let me finish off over here, and then we'll get to that boatload of goodies over there. So this one is the Max 7219 module. This is your dot matrix module. Very cool. I have not gotten to this one yet, but I'm looking forward to working with this unit as well. Very cool. Like, okay, we've got an RFID tag. I need scissors for this bad boy. Okay, so this one's going to come with an RFID card and the sensing unit as well. Oh, it looks like it has 2 cards there. I think that's a card, but this one's definitely going to work with that. I think this works with it as well. I haven't gotten to this one either in my projects, so I'll have to do some research on how to wire up this guy. The RFID RC522. Awesome. Okay. And then we have finally this, and this is cool. This is a lot better than the other kit that I had because it kind of separates everything into different little units. You'll see on the next video for the smaller unit, I had to use some envelopes to kind of organize my LEDs and stuff like that. So we have a crazy amount of LEDs, yellow, green, red, and blue. We have some white LEDs in there as well. There is some RGB LEDs as well, so different than those guys. This one's the RGB, so you can control the red, green, and blue. Looks like in there we have, what are these guys? Oh, these guys are photoresistors. So we can make use of these guys and do like a voltage divider and look at the amount of light that's in the room and how things turn on and off. There are a number of capacitors in there, and it looks like there are some diodes in there as well. What else have we got? In here, we've got some transistors. So these transistors are the PN222 and the S8085 transistors. And it looks like there's a couple of capacitors in there as well for filtering out your noise as well. Looks like there's also a thermistor sorry, off camera. There is a thermistor that's here as well, so a temperature sensor. So that other humidity and temperature sensor had a thermistor that was integral to it. But again, we could do a voltage divider and figure out the temperature in the room with that temperature sensor. There are a number of different capacitors in here for noise filtering. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different push buttons here. So we can make use of these push buttons in a number of our different projects. Then there is 2 of these guys that are jammed together. So these guys look exactly the same, but one is a shift register. So this guy right here, focus. Probably can't see the number on there, but this one I believe is the shift register. This is the 74H595 IC. That's your shift register. Okay, and then we have this bad boy right here, and it looks exactly the same, but this is the stepper motor driver. So this is the L293D. So this will work with your stepper motor as the driver for that unit. Okay, so we'll have to go through the wiring of this guy to get your stepper motor working. There is an active and a passive buzzer in there as well. And then this guy right here, if I can get to it, it looks like it is a capacitor, but it is a tilt sensor. So again, with your robot, let's see if we can shake this. You may just be able to, can you hear that? So that guy is a tilt sensor. It really has a ball and a set of contacts so that if your robot was to turn to the side, then it would make or break a set of contacts and then stop the motor from running. Okay, final thing is we have, looks like there's 2 10K pots in there. So there's 2 10K potentiometers that are there, which is beauty. Not sure if you're going to make use of 2 in the same project, but if you break one, you have a backup there. And so these guys, you'll provide it with the voltage on these 2 pins, and you have the output pin right there. So you can then use this to control either the output to the LED or the output to any of your motor control projects. So hopefully you are enthused about this unit. I never found out what this guy is, so you'll have to leave it in the comments section below what this component actually is. I could not find this on the cheat sheet whatsoever. So leave in the comments section below what this component is. I have no idea what it is. The unit number, no unit number whatsoever. So hopefully you can figure out what this guy is. But this is a disgusting amount of components. So this will keep you busy for at least a month, if not 3, going through all the different available projects. A unit like this is awesome because it provides you with everything that you need for every different type of project that you can think of. Servo motors, DC motors, stepper motors, power supplies. So this guy is going to get you up and running and learning all the basics on Arduino programming, and hopefully getting you to the point where you can build a robot or moving forwards with into Node-RED or into the Raspberry Pi. All right, guys, thanks very much for your patience. I think I went over my 5 minutes, but hopefully you are enthused as I am about this kit. And hopefully after this, you will find video after video, and I hope to keep going. My goal is 50 videos. And then if I can get to 50, then I will have a basic understanding, and hopefully you will have a basic understanding of Arduino programming. And then from there, we can go to, to 100 videos, or hopefully we can take the basics that we learn and then start to build some cool projects like an Arduino controlled robot or something. All right, guys, thanks very much for your patience. We'll see you in the next video.